So there are a lot of videos about string gauges already up on YouTube, and this is another one. See, I wanted to push my guitar playing to a new technical level, and at my antiquated station in life, I was told that that's not possible. So I did it. That's the kind of guy I am. I figure if somebody's going to tell me no, I'm going to do it. So what is one way that you could really do something radical at a very inexpensive price? Man, just change your string gauge to something radically different and just give it a go, especially if you're trying to do something that requires you to play with some technical prowess, and or that's where you want to go. And that's what I was trying to do, and so I just did it, and here's what happened. You know, when I was growing up, we just used whatever strings we could get our hands on and just prayed they didn't break. I have no idea what gauge they were, and the only time that I actually ever became in tune, big pun, the only time I actually became aware of string gauges was while Stevie Ray Vaughan was alive, and then there was all this lore about like what gauge string that he was using, and you know, he was using really heavy strings. So me being in a blues band at the time, I thought, yes, that's what I need to do. And then I was like, no, that's not what I need to do. I couldn't play with them. And I was getting the electrical, I call it electrical issues, when I was getting like tingling in my fingers, especially these three, which is, you know, that's a sign of carpal tunnel coming on. And I was like, okay, I got to stop this. I went to 10 gauge strings, grand, everything was fine. And then just recently, when I was trying to push my technical level higher, I thought to my, well, I thought, why am I making it so hard on myself? I'm just going to do something inexpensive, radical, and I'm just going to go for it. So I brought my guitar over to Guitar Tech here in Miami, where I'm living, and I said, look, do the frets and make the string gauges, put them to eighths. And he did that, and it was an adjustment, but it's so much fun. It is so much fun. I love it. And I just wanted to recommend to you that, hey, do something radical and see what happens. This isn't really only about changing your string gauge. It's really about just making some big change, see how it feels, because you know, there are a lot of guitar players who do use eighths, and you would never know it. I never knew Billy Gibbons used sevens with his fat ass tone, and well, you know, so I figured if he's using light strings, and if Alan Holdsworth used light strings, and B.B. King used light strings, and a whole host of others, you know, it's really in your touch. And that's what I did, and I adjusted my touch, and check this out. Jazz on a strat with eights. I mean, I never thought that that was going to be something I'd want to hear, but actually it can be done if you just take a moment to get used to the feel of the string. Now, I'm using these now. Whoops, sorry for my big head there. I'm using these. People were saying that, oh, that their tension is a little bit higher with these, and they have like tension measurements. I don't know. So I wish Elixir made 8-gauge strings, and I actually called them and asked them, or pleaded with them, would you please make 8-gauge strings? I really like that brand. Use whatever brand you like. And actually, if you're just trying it, the brand doesn't really mean much. Those are like $12 a pack. That's kind of a lot of money. Although, please, if you're listening, Elixir, come on, you can do it. So there you have it. Make a change. Do something radical. Get inspired. Do something that's not really money intensive, and see what happens. All right. So, like I always say, you and me will conquer the world together.